Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I have taught you about for loops, while loop and all the looping statements, and we had also gone through the decision making statements and the data types, operators, etc. right? Today, moving a bit forward, we shall discuss about the functions in Python. Okay? A function is basically a block of code which runs only when it is called. So you have to compulsorily pass a calling statement to call a function. Okay? So you can pass your data in the form of parameters into a function. Now let us see how to create, that is how to define a function, and how to pass our data, that is how to pass a parameters or arguments to our function. Firstly, let us see creating an empty function without any parameters. Okay. Now we generally use def keyword to create functions in Python. Okay. Def keyword, and I'm using the function name to be first function. Okay, then remember to have parentheses and finally the colon. Okay, the syntax for defining a function is firstly use def keyword followed by the name of the function followed by parentheses and finally ending with colon. Okay, now here the block of the function starts here, and this is called the body of the function. Print my first function. Okay, now our function has been created. Now let us run this. Just a minute, it's taking some. Yeah, our function has been created, but any output has not been given, right? So I have told you before, you have to call the function to get the output. Okay, so I'll call my function. This is called the calling statement of the function. Just give the name of the function. Yeah, give the name of the function followed by the parentheses. Okay, now let us run our program again. This time, according to my gesture, it must return output. Yeah, it has returned a body, which is my first function. Now I want to give print. I want to have the sum of two numbers, n1 plus n2, but I don't have any n1 or n2 parameters here, right? So first let me give n1 and n2 parameters. These are called parameters, and also remember that the parameters or arguments must be passed within the parentheses followed by the function name. Okay, so you can give any number of arguments you want, but remember to have comma as a separator within the arguments. Okay, now I'll run my program. Let us see what happens. Yeah, first function missing two required positional arguments n1 and n2. We have passed our arguments n1 and n2, but we haven't given them in our calling statement. So these type of arguments are called required arguments. They must be passed within our calling statement. Okay, now I'll run my program again. Run functions. Yeah, it has returned me 5. Now what if I have changed only I give one value to the calling statement? Yeah, missing one required positional argument. So the number of arguments here must be passed at the statement of definition of the function. Okay, that is the number of arguments at the calling statement must be same as the number of arguments at the definition of the function. Okay, so these are called required arguments or positional arguments. Now I want to give number of arguments. I don't know how many arguments to be passed. So in that case I can use a star keyword before the arguments and name num. Okay, now I'll run this program again. Here I'll take num of 1 plus num of 2. Yeah, I'll run my program now. Run functions. Tuple index out of int. Sorry, I'll take 0 and 1. I have given only 2 values, right? You can also take 1 and 2, but remember to have another value here. This is the first value and this is the second value. The star operator, that is the asterisk operator here, creates a tuple with the arguments given at the calling statement. Okay, now I'll run my program, run functions. Yeah, it has returned me 5, which is the sum of 2 and 3. Here you can also change num of 0 plus num of 2. This is just indexing of tuple. Okay, yeah. Now here I'll take num1. I'll give num1. Firstly I'll give num3, num2 and num1. Now I'll remove all this and I'll ask print num3. Okay, now here I have called the program, but I want, here I'll change this to 4. Here I want 4 to be num3, but according to my positional arguments it has given num3, num2 and num1. So 4 is assigned to num1 here, right? So let us check if this is true or not. Yeah, 4 is assigned to num2, and when we have asked print num3 it has returned us 2, right? But I want num1 to be 2, num2 to be 3 and num3 to be 4. How can I do that? So I can pass them by using equals to operator. These type of arguments which are passed using equals to operator are called keyword arguments. Okay, remember that we have discussed about 3 type of arguments up to now. Firstly, the positional or required arguments, and secondly the arbitrary arguments which are passed using the asterisk operator before the argument value, and now we are talking about the keyword arguments. Okay, now I'll run my program. Yeah, this time it has returned me 4, right? So in this way you can use your keyword arguments. And finally, coming to our arbitrary keyword arguments. When we have arbitrary positional arguments, we also have arbitrary keyword arguments, right? But instead of 1 asterisk here we use double asterisk. Okay, nums now I'll print nums of this time I'll take 2, which is indexing 2, or else I'll take the keyword arguments, right? So I'll take num3. Okay, I'll run my program now. Yeah, it has again returned me 4. In this way you can have arbitrary keyword arguments and arbitrary positional arguments. Okay, now talking about default arguments, how can we provide default arguments to our function? This time I'll take some country is equals to, I'll give some Norway. As this is a string, remember to have that between quotation marks. Okay, now I'll have print. I'm just showing very small examples to make you understand. You can play with it after knowing the code. Okay, now I'll call my first function. This time I'll not give any argument here, and again I'll call my first function, giving, this time I'll take, yes. Okay, now I'll run my program, run functions. Yeah, firstly we haven't passed any arguments here, right? In the first keyword arguments, that is our positional arguments, we have discussed that the number of arguments in the calling statement must be equal to the number of arguments in the definition statement of the function. But here we haven't provided any arguments. We have 0 arguments here, but we have 1 argument here, even though it has worked because we have provided our default argument while defining the function itself. Okay, in this way. But when you give another argument, that is another value to your argument while calling the statement, this statement overrides the default argument and it takes the value at the calling of the function. These are the types of arguments you can have within our functions. Today we have seen about the definition of the function. We use def keyword followed by the name of the function followed by the number of arguments and finally colon. And you can have any body of the function and the calling statement and finally the different types of arguments. We have 5 types of arguments. Required are positional arguments, arbitrary arguments, keyword arguments, arbitrary keyword arguments, and finally default arguments. Okay, tomorrow we shall talk about return statement, pass statement, and also recursive and lambda functions. Okay, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any doubts related to the Python programming, you can reach me out at the comment section given below, and please subscribe to my channel for new interesting videos about Python, and you can also see the simple programs in my channel. Okay, bye.